You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, today's Monday the 13th of January 2025. You're listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, and once again I've had a productive day. Now the main thing, there was a few things I needed to do today. So the first was that I needed to get my 1,000 calories burnt and everything to close the rings on my Apple Watch. I have about another 22 calories to burn today, so just pottering around in the last sort of hour of the day will be enough. I've closed all my other rings, so that's good. And I did that by basically doing 50 minutes on the treadmill this morning as I watched an episode of Blake 7. I bought the Blu-ray release a little while back and suddenly realised I haven't watched them. So yes, I watched an HD-ish episode of 1978's Blake 7. So that's what I did this morning. Then I went to visit a friend of mine and we went to see the movie Better Man. Now, Better Man is a biopic about Robbie Williams. It's made with his direct involvement. I think he's an executive producer on it, and it definitely sounds like he does voiceovers during the film for it as well. But the weird thing about it is that he always stated that he felt like he was a performing monkey when, in the early part of his career, when he was with Take That, and the early days of when he was a solo performer. And so the conceit of this movie is that he is a chimpanzee, he's a monkey. So it's a serious film about the life of Robbie Williams, only instead of Robbie Williams, you've got an ape. Seriously. And what's weird about it, as certain reviews said, you kind of forget that fairly quickly and just watch the film. Now, one of the things so firstly, it's got some great music in it. There's a bit where Take That have just got together, and for some reason they do the Robbie Williams song Rock DJ whilst dancing through what's meant to be the streets of London. Obviously Rock DJ was from many years later. It was a Robbie Williams solo track. It was nothing to do with Take That, but it's just a gloriously silly, upbeat moment, and it's brilliantly staged. And it's weird because this isn't really a musical, but it has got a few moments in it where you have got musical numbers that are directed like it is a musical. I really enjoy the Rock DJ moment. But the other thing I like about the film is there's no effort to make Robbie likeable in this. He acts like a selfish little coked up shit, which is how he acknowledges now that he behaved at the time. And I didn't realise quite what a mess he was in and how late into his solo career he was a mess. So I went to see, there's a wonderful moment where they staged the Nebworth concert in 2003. Now, I was at that concert. I went there. I don't remember Robbie Williams jumping off the stage and getting into a pitched battle with other monkeys that were in the audience. It's funny. It's a quite clever way, and all the monkeys are earlier versions of him that you've already seen in the movie. So basically, it's quite a clever way of saying how much he hates himself, how he disapproves of what he's become. And it's a clever film. It's got some lovely moments in it. It's got some stupid moments. As I say, it doesn't make you try and like him. But I kind of get it. He was 15 when he was accepted in Take That. And it took a couple of years after that happened for them to hit the big time. They were going around doing, gay clubs mainly. I mean, their manager decided that the best way to get a following was for them to get a gay following, which obviously was part of the reason they were such a success. But it's a really interesting film. It's got some hilarious moments. It's got some reflective, sad moments. It's got some great performances in it. Now, one thing I didn't realise until recently was that all of the songs, although Robbie Williams is involved, and I'm pretty sure he does the voiceover bits of the film where you don't see him talking, obviously it's an actor who's then been replaced with a chimp playing him. But then you've got another actor or another artist singing, because it isn't Robbie Williams singing the songs, it's somebody who sounds like Robbie Williams. So I really enjoyed it. It's a really good film. I don't know if I'd go as far as wanting to buy it, but I'm really glad I saw it. And as I say, two outstanding moments, Rock DJ and the pitched battle at the Nebworth concert. Brilliant. Having been there, I was watching it in a cinema with a friend and going, oh, you see that bit? That's where we were standing. Oh, Mo Molam and Gareth Gates were in that tent there. It was great. Anyway, enjoyed that, came home and did some writing this evening. So I finished finally going through my draft of chapter 38 for the first time. And then because I hadn't got, and this isn't a criticism, I love interacting with people on a live stream, but sometimes it stops you doing the work because you're kind of interested in interacting with the people. And apart from Tanya, who came in just to say hi and how are you, I didn't really interact with many people on the stream today. So I managed to get a second read through of the chapter done. So my plan now, my plan is tomorrow, I'm not going to do any more tonight because it's coming up to half past, excuse me, 9:30 and I'm actually really tired. So my plan for the rest of this chapter is tomorrow I shall read through it again a couple more times, but offline, so I definitely don't get distracted. And then I will try and do my paper edit online as a live stream tomorrow. And that means if I get that done tomorrow, that will be chapter 38 signed off, which then leaves me able to start chapter 39 on Wednesday. So that's what I've achieved today. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow where you can find out whether I do sign off chapter 38 or not. It's so exciting, isn't it? I know it's very difficult for you to go to bed at night not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow, but I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow because it hasn't happened yet. I'm talking shit now, aren't I? Because I'm tired. Thank you for listening. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.